15, 10 och 30.
Hallå? Jag tar ett barnvakt. Jag kan komma.
Se vad du kan hitta på henne som stödjer koppleri.
Vad vill Anna? Aha.
Inget man kan ge till vem som helst.
Var ska vi någonstans?
Lyssna noga på mamma nu. Vårdat språk. Inga svordomar. Inga frågor. Jag ska välja en riktigt snygg tjej till din kollega.
Alltså säkerhetsmässigt så är det här en total katastrof. Det där kan bli jävligt känsligt. Nej! Kom lite närmare.
Alla människor möjligheter.
So it's inspired by a true political scandal that is quite known. Yes, I didn't know so much about it before I started to research around the script that Marietta has written. So for me it was rediscovering this period in Swedish history.
And how much is fact and how much is fiction?
Oh, it's so difficult to say because in our film, you mean?
The film?
For me, a film is always fiction. I don't believe that you can capture reality in film. Even though you make a documentary, you make choices. So what is reality, you know?
Yes, but it's almost an academic discussion.
It is maybe, but or philosophical, right?
Yeah, even philosophical.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but so the things. So we didn't. So of course they are. We have been. The script is very much inspired by facts that Marietta has read about, of course, and research. But it also is very much about a time period in Sweden, and we wanted to capture not only the scandal. That was actually the scandal in itself is, of course, something that could be interesting in a film, but I was at least very interested in all the people in there and how they interact, and especially the journey of the two young girls in that juvenile home and how they slowly get dragged into this circle of prostitution almost without, you know, knowing where they're going, so to speak.
Yeah, they're called Sonja and Iris.
Yes.
Iris is only 14 years old.
Yeah.
Did she exist?
Well,
reality?
There was a lot of girls, but there were. I know that Marietta based, especially the part of Iris, on two girls that she had research about.
Dzień dobry. Matuszewski,
Sasha Mintze är nära kopplad både till Lukas Tyskevich och Piotr Matuszewski.
Militärattachén och generalkonsul.
Ja, hon ingår i den här KG-verksamheten.
Hallå, det är där.
Så Dagmar Glans har en tjej i sitt stall från Z2 som har intima förbindelser med våra gubbar.
It has already been released in Sweden.
Yes.
Right. So how did they react?
Very split reactions, you know. Many people have come forward to say that this is a fantastic film and been very touched by the journey of the two girls and everything. A lot of people has also been very criticized the film a lot because of the fact that we are inspired by true events and that we take our freedoms with certain characters, using especially high politicians in a symbolic way. So there has been a lot of discussion whether is this the real, did the real prime minister at that time really do all the things? Did he actually go to young women? Which is not really the point of the film. He's more like a symbol. The important thing with the film is this journey of the two young girls and the fact that a government really puts the lid on and do a cover-up story. And that frame of the story is actually correct, true and known fact in Sweden.
But the prime minister at the time was Olof Palme.
Yes,
right?
he was.
And he's like a saint.
Yeah, he
was killed.
Yes,
so,
of course. Yes.
So you tainted a saint.
Well, yeah, but since I didn't really think, which is maybe naive, but I didn't think I was doing him. I'm doing characters, you know.
Nygren, centrala span. Chef.
Ron Sandberg, VD Karlet, angenämt.
Jag vet.
Sören Laurinvall. Hans officiella titel är riksdags- och kanslihuskonsult. Vad han egentligen gör är att fixa brudar till fester. Då är vakten på kärret de får sin del direkt av tjejerna. Så förmedlas de genom Laurinvall upp till rummen där männen han har kontaktat väntar.
Jag kan gå upp nu. Så att du sting. Dagmar Glans. Se vad du kan hitta på henne som stödjer koppleri.
Ja, det är så fint.
Inget man kan ge till vem som helst. Ett enmansjobb.
We also see the sexual revolution spinning out of control.
Yes, that was something we discussed a lot. Because
Yeah, but
that's
it's strange. I'll have to give a couple of examples because they're so ludicrous.
Yeah.
That incest no longer punishable by law.
Yeah. That was a law, that part of the film, the law that has been read in the beginning, it's a proposition for a law, right? It didn't pass, but that's a fact that
it's
was
a fact
proposed.
that it was proposed.
Yes.
Just like a rape isn't a rape, it's only a rape when the rapist was ruthless.
Yes.
That was also proposed.
Yeah. It didn't pass though, I have to say that, but we were shocked to find that document.
Yeah, me too. So you didn't put it in for laughs or to
Laughs?
To parody?
Oh, parody? No, not at all. It's just that I was so shocked to find that because nowadays, I don't know how it is here in Holland, but in Sweden and everywhere, I mean, it's such a completely different times in how you talk about sexuality, how you talk about children. That's unmentionable, you know. And here you have a time in history, mid-70s, when a biggest party elected by the people in a democratic country proposes, it's very liberal times basically, proposes this law about, you know, lowering the age of consent, lowering the, you know, the punishment for certain crimes connected to sexual crimes, and it's quite, you know, I found it quite disturbing.
Lassa på. Kan smeka i själva lite också. Smeka med brösten.
Casting Iris,
yes,
the actress, was it difficult?
Yes, it was. It was dependent upon the film. Depended very much upon her and her friend Sonja, I have to say. That was the part that I was actually the most nervous about, because if I didn't find a girl that worked for me, at least, I mean, this is, you know, when the film is done, it's out there for everybody else to judge. But for me, I had to find the right person, and I didn't want a known face. I want somebody that had never been shown before in front of a camera. I want her to be like a blank paper for the audience, in Sweden at least. And then we had open castings. There was a lot of girls coming in to read together and individually. And I think in this case, Iris, who's played by, her name is Sofia Karemyr. She came in with a friend. She wasn't even supposed to come in to
You hear that so often.
Yeah, and my casting director saw her and then took pictures, and then I saw a picture and said, okay. And so he started actually from stills, and I had this idea of how she would look. You know, it's very difficult when you have an idea of somebody, how she should look, but she doesn't exist, you know. But suddenly I saw this picture, so we hope that she can act. So she came in and she came back and she came for more tests and together with other people as well. And then finally we decided to do it.
And how old is she?
She's 18. We started test screening younger girls as well, but it didn't feel good at all for me. So
no, although they probably would have been more like the truth,
yeah,
and that they were girls.
Yeah.
Because the Irish you research, or the people Irish were based, they were actually 14.
They were around 14 and 15.
Så tar jag hand om resten.
God afton, god afton, god afton. Får jag presentera? Sonja.
Tjusen.
Iris.
Hur har du handlat här dagen? Jag ser på det. Det är så tjusigt.
ska vi vidare.
I'm born in 1970, so it's my childhood. But it's also now when I see films about it, there's so much kitsch in it, you know, so much some sort of you notice that yeah they have 70s clothes and yes the 70s music is there, but it's like it doesn't feel realistic, you know. It doesn't feel like it feels recreated. So we were trying to not make it feel recreated, and we really wanted to feel that we were there, you know, observing people there, and the people, and that was also going into acting, because acting and how actually what the people do in the film, that had to relate to not how we morally conceive things now, but how it was then, you know. So that was very important in terms of storytelling and script, everything as well.
Was it simple or difficult to have these actors from today turn into people from the 70s?
Very difficult, and but they did, I think, a good job. We talked a lot about, because for us, and that's maybe difficult because it's in Swedish, so I don't know if you don't get all this subtleness in the languages, but people spoke in a different way. They spoke much better, actually, you know. People that now speak very, you know. By then, you know, you could have very young people, even young, you know, drug addicts, but they were speaking like they was in high school, in university, you know. They really, in a polite way, and the vocabulary was completely different, and the speed of talking was different as well. So it was completely different. Now we worked a lot with different actors, so all the different actors has their own dialect and their own style of talking, but based on interviews from the times.
De Chileense thriller No gaat over de reclamecampagne die in 1988 het regime van Pinochet onderuit haalde. Eugenio Garcia was een van de bedenkers van die campagne en kwam naar Rotterdam om te praten over massacommunicatie.
La oportunidad que tenemos de derrocar a la dictadura.
Vamos a sacar a Pinochet. Un arcoíris.
Porque diga lo que diga.
Chile, la alegría ya viene.
Porque siento que es la hora.
Dejó de hacer una campañita como empezó a hacer materia de Estado. Déjelos que bailen nomás.
Quédate acá.
Anoche no amenazaron a todos.
Y no salgas solo. Con esto no vamos a ser famosos.
It's loosely based on your personal history. How is it for you to watch the movie?
Well, it's very emotional for me because not just is a part of my history. The main character is represented 2 or 3 people, my colleagues, because this is very important for my country and for my personal history. It's a very emotional film to me.
Nosotros creemos que el país está preparado para una comunicación de esta naturaleza.
¿Tú ofreces la campaña al mes?
Sí.
Con tus antecedentes familiares no debería haberte contratado nunca.
The proposal of the campaign is to do a one country possible. Because the Chileans are during 20 years fighting each other's, and it needs to stop because you can run a country, a divided country, and the No campaign goes for this way, not just to defeat the dictator or defeat Pinochet. It's necessary to rebuild a possible country.
Yeah, it's more than just beating Pinochet. It's about the future of Chile.
Exactly. I think that this is the real thing, huh? And I think that the country changed.
Are there more questions from the audience here? Yeah.
If you would have to make a new campaign now in 2013 regarding what's happening in the world, what do you think young people should campaign about?
We are in extreme individualism, but we are thirsty of community sense. But I don't have the campaign yet. If you help me, we can do it. Why not?
This is the poster for the film festival of this year. But would you change something?
Well, I don't understand this one. Huh? It's very cryptic for me. The why is important. I think that you make movies to express yourself, to express your convictions, your emotion, your anger, your fear, etc. And then a film festival is an inspiration to do more films, to understand that now with the new technologies you can do films easier than before. And then maybe a film festival is an invitation to do films. Just do your own films. Do your more different, more proper film. Maybe you can say, make films. It's good for you. It's good for your health. It's good for your life.
Vanavond in première op het IFFR de debuutfilm van regisseur Richard Raaphorst. En het is niet zomaar een film, het is de allereerste nazi-zombie-horrorfilm ter wereld ooit. Je bent naar de eerste nazi-zombie-horrorfilm ooit geweest. Ja. Hoe voel je je?
Bizar. Ja, ik vond hem geweldig. Ik vond het ontzettend knap gemaakt.
Nou ja, het is al eerder bedacht geloof ik, dus wat dat betreft...
Nee, dit is de eerste nazi-zombie-horrorfilm ooit, toch?
Volgens mij niet.
Het is niet de eerste ooit, hè? Er is ook een Noorse film, geloof ik, of Finse film. Met zombie-horror nazi.
Maar die is dan niet geregistreerd bij de nazi-zombie-instantie.
Maar volgens mij is er wel iets.
Nee. Er zijn veel meer nazi-zombiefilms.
Nog meer?
Nog meer, ja. Het is wel de allereerste Nederlandse.
Oh, wacht, dan doen we even. Je bent net naar de eerste nazi-Nederlandse zombie-horrorfilm ooit geweest, die niet Noors is. Hoe voel je je?
Heel aangenaam misselijk. Ik vond hem geweldig. Ja? Ik vind het echt voor een Nederlandse film vind ik het echt een super vette film. En de monsters zijn echt. Er zijn geen CGI of niks.
Het zijn nazi's die zombies zijn geworden.
Er zitten natuurlijk hele aparte figuren in. Maar toch is het alles vrij realistisch.
Ja, er was veel bloed, veel ingewanden en het was mooi in beeld gebracht.
Het gegeven is al heel raar. Zombies en nazi's, dat zijn eigenlijk allemaal onwenselijke dingen. Waar je het liefst niet naar wil kijken, maar daar gaat de hele film over.
Je bleef wel kijken en het was wel smerig eigenlijk af en toe.
Zombies, bloed, hersenen, mensen die allemaal doodgaan. Dus,
Is u tijdens de film iemand vastgepakt toen het even iets te veel werd?
Nee, niet nodig geweest. Maar daar was hij ook grappig genoeg voor.
Ja, er zaten wel een paar schrikmomentjes in, ja. Ja. Het is niet dat ik echt helemaal zo zat.
Het is eigenlijk een lach en een traan, deze film.
Ja, nog net geen meezingen.
Ben je bang geweest tijdens de film?
Nee. Zo'n film word je niet bang.